I have said it before, and I'll say it again. To me, having and using a camera is therapy. When I'm out of sync with the universe, I grab a camera and I commune with nature. I love the honesty and the generosity of the outdoors. Sometimes, not very often, I'll even meet a kindred soul, like Regina. My name is Dave, and this is Regina. This is the first truly free-spirited person I've ever met. And Regina is somebody who believes, and I'm not trying to put words into your mouth, but you do believe in recycling, and you believe
definitely.
So are you, or were you, a hippie in your younger days?
I would consider myself one. My grandkids said I was a hippie, and yeah, I would consider myself to be that, about making, you know, having peace and not war, and that whole agenda. And I grew up during that time. I was born in '52, so I'm 62 now. So yeah, I was during that time.
Yeah.
And were you also? Where were you?
Well, I was born down the islands.
Which island?
But at Jamaica.
Oh, I love Jamaica. I've been to Negril. I've been to Montego Bay. When the kids were small, we went there, but we would usually stay in a resort. And the Ackee, the food,
oh yes.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yes.
It's been years since I've been there. And the beautiful water, so beautiful, so beautiful.
Isn't nature wonderful when it's left alone?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And Bob Marley, the prophet, I mean, all of that. And I do believe they killed him. I believe he was assassinated. I don't think that was, you know, because Bob was bringing people together. He could fill stadiums. I mean, Bob was across the board. He had the blacks, the whites, the young, the old, the
Didn't he though?
He was so powerful. I believe they did give him cancer, or what they thought was some kind of cancer-like thing, and they had to take him out. Like
John Lennon,
so
huh?
many. Yeah, even John F. Kennedy, when he wanted to change the monetary system and get the Federal Reserve, which is a private corporation, not really federal, out and get the real, you know, change the monetary system. Because that banking is so terrible. The banking is just a way of sucking money out. It's a debit system, and you can't, you know, you're always in debt. You will never climb out of that debt. And until we have a revision of that banking system, people will always feel desperate, you know, like they have to keep, paying bills and stabbing each other in the back because you're so desperate. But I mean, our spiritual source and creativity is about abundance. It's not about debt.
Our spiritual is about abundance?
Yes, I believe so. I believe our source, our creative source, the creation, where we come from, the source, because we're all one. And it's about abundance. But once we feel like, we're fearful, we don't have enough, we keep people frightened. And then they won't come together, you know. The corporations are like, of course, divide and conquer. That old trick, but it's still working. You can fool some of the people all the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time.
I hear you.
But you know, it's been going on for so long. But I do believe it's a new paradigm coming in. And that chemtrail, they're coming you see those right there coming up? I mean, it's like, it never lets up almost. And some people are saying they're getting sick from the chemtrails and that kind of thing. But you know, I do believe it's some new paradigm coming in.
Tell me about that.
I think the new paradigm is when people will awaken to be not about fear, but about oneness. And not about just the 1%, but the 99% that want to be together and want to be happy and don't want to be manipulated. And I do believe people are going to wake up. They're going to wake up and say, no, wait a minute. I'm not going to look at this idiot box, and I'm not going to listen to what they're saying. I'm not going to just be controlled. And I'm going to think for myself. I'm going to live from the heart instead of living from the mind.
You know, the Chinese author, I forgot his name, but he said that we have just passed through the era of mind, and we're now getting into the era of soul. And he said that what's going to happen is that people are going to segregate themselves from those that are spiritual and those that are not. And he said this is just a natural evolution. Do you believe?
I really do believe that. Like the Tao Te Ching, it says like everything, like the Tao does nothing, but it's everything. It's like oxymoron kind of a thing.
Yeah, I love Zen.
Yeah.
That's what I read in airports.
Do you? Yeah. When I try to put it in words, sometimes I get confused. But that feeling, that I mean, you just know from in your heart.
And you notice that the Tao doesn't use gender. It goes from masculine to feminine to masculine,
Yes.
because there is no way. We cannot. I don't think the problem. This is my personal belief. The problem is not that there is or is not a God. The problem is our definition of what we think we know.
Yes.
Consequently, for us to define it, we can only personify what we don't understand, which brings about the problems.
That is so true. That is so true. And a lot of times, you know, we look for like the masculine and we say God, but now I'm trying to get into the goddess and God, the feminine aspect.
Does that make more sense that God would be a female?
Yeah, the compassionate part. And then the fact that he's everything, male and female both. And that makes it so sweet too, because we got the best of both worlds then, and it is wonderful. It is so lovely. It is so lovely. And the fact that we know we are so loved, we really are loved. And then when we get ready, we can love ourselves, and it's like, this is sweet, this is good. And then it's free. I mean, we don't need to go out and buy a drug to do it or to feel it, you know. We don't have to call a dope man up and bring this good feeling over, because it's in the heart, you know, and it's always there. You can wake up with it in the morning, you can go to sleep with it at night, you know, and it's just good.